Gemini, hi, welcome to your read. We are going to be looking at your tarot for this week. These are YouTube general readings, so they won't always resonate with you. If you'd like a reading that does resonate with you, feel free to reach out to me. My email's in the description below. Just send me your time zone. Don't send me your life story or any love letters or any psychic predictions for me, because trust me, I just delete them. I don't read them. Just kidding. But yeah, just email me with your time zone and I'll send you a list of appointment times that are available for your time zone and all the details for a personal reading. Gemini, you got that Mercury retrograde coming up, your first lord, and I feel like this is actually going to be a time where you get to relax, by the way, from all the turbulence. So I think this is going to be a relaxing time, and it's going to be beneficial, this retrograde, for you. Knight of Wands. But if you have Cancer moon, it might, depending if the moon is afflicted, you might encounter like a little bit of turbulence. It might not be the easiest transition, but I think if you just kind of like put yourself in the space of doing good towards humanity, service, that type thing, especially if you have the Cancer moon. But if you're Gemini rising with Cancer moon, that would be in your second house. If it's afflicted by malefics or anything like that, you might want to check that. But if it's just in the second, that's fine. That's no problem. Knight of Wands, challenged by the Queen of Wands. Relationship problems. These relationship problems are going to come to ease coming up here. This is what I'm feeling. You're having some sort of relationship problems. Let's see why you're here. Ace of Pentacles, you're thinking about walking out the door, or maybe somebody's walking out the door here. I think it's going to resolve here is how I'm feeling. King of Wands. Sorry, did I say King of Wands earlier? This changes things. This changes a lot. I see what you mean here. Okay. Tower, the Devil, the Four of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Empress. This is a strange read, but I like it. Let's go with it. Hey, it's a Gemini read. I thought this was the King of Wands here, originally being crossed by the Queen of Wands, and there was going to be some sort of like reconciliation going on here, but it turns out I'm hella wrong. For the energy here is the Knight of Wands, and what's being challenged is the Queen of Wands. There is a jump of shift in relationship going on here. There's obviously big shifts going on in relationships here. And the way I see this is some of you may have left a situation with somebody that just wasn't doing what they promised here. Literally walk out the door. Your strength is a Tower, though. Like if this is you walking out the door on something and realizing, you know, you're okay with that. You're okay with destroying whatever this is to move on to something more fun, actually. I get a lot of fun from this, but I get a lot of... It's not happening on this side. And there are those sirens that were happening in the Gemini videos all last year. There they go. And the Devil here in the future. What is this, Gemini? What the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? It's like you got a stable partner right now, but this thing kind of came in trickling in. And it's an old thing. It's an old thing, but it looks more fun. It looks better. And then the universe is hiding from you is that it's more stable than what you got. This read is fun. Some of you guys are going to kill me in the comments. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. If this is your story, just put it in and I'll pin you so that you can claim the read. And everybody, you don't have to comment that this isn't your read. I don't want to hear it, okay? I'm pulling a Tyler's Tarot on you guys. I don't want to hear it. This isn't going to resonate with all of you. But this is like... oh my God, this is like whatever you're in stable was because this person pushed you into a stable relationship because this person was unstable. They were the devil. And here they are trickling back in. And if it hasn't happened yet and you know who this is, they will trickle back in because you're in something stable now and they can't find anything stable. What's being hidden from me is Four of Wands here. And you know what I heard? I heard no matter what this other person, the devil, gets into, they always somehow revolve back around to you. You might want to check their Rahu placement. It may be an 8th or some crazy shit like that. Your advice is Knight of Swords. Go towards the quest, what you want to go towards. And you're kind of protected here with this card too, by the way. I feel like Knight of Swords is protecting your decision. This is your knight. And I love this night compared to all the other nights because this one goes fast and it goes towards the mission. And it's not scared. Hell, I do boxing, kickboxing, martial arts, Aikido. I do a bunch of them. I'm not scared. And I like this night. This is the night I'd pick to do my job. And in the hopes and fears, Empress. Yeah, like, you know, some of you may think you're not attractive enough or like, you know, that this thing will leave you again. They're showing me that they're actually trying to make things right with you again. They're going to try. And it's being hidden that it's stable and that's going to be all on you. It's not going to be my decision. You know, if you want to stick with the stable thing, go for it. If you don't want to stick with the stable thing and move on to the fun thing, the devil here, I say go for it, honestly. They're showing me that there is significant things going on in their life. They may have had aha moments because I see this card of change. And although this is your reading, not their reading, I see that, you know, there is changes. You know, just with seasons change, people change too. I feel like you changed too. And some of you might have that energy of you've changed, now you want something stable, you'll stick with the stable thing. I get that. And I respect that more than you going off with this devil and tower. But when I see devil and tower together, I actually like, oh, hell yeah. Because it's kind of like an aha moment, right? Let me pull one clarifier for that death moment. What is this death about? Who's changing here? Is it the Gemini or is it their person? Let's see. Let's pull one. Three of Chalices, you're all changing. This is how I feel. The person you're currently with, and if you don't have a person, it could be that you just find a person that you're more stable with, and then all of a sudden, this past thing comes back. But it seems like everyone's changing, and isn't that the truth with the Three of Chalices here? There is definitely changes, and I do feel like you will approach the situation and you will have to deal with it again. And maybe that has something to do with your first house lord going into retrogression. So, you know, I take a look at that. And so, yeah, why am I pulling a pen up? I don't know. I started writing Gemini things. All right. Let's pull you an oracle card to see what this is all about for the Gemini. These cards are so big. All right. Yeah, these things all have like writing in the back. I'm not reading off the back. I'm just kind of showing you the image and what I get from there and me looking at the back. Yeah, you're you're going to decide on somebody you can grow old with. Now, some of you might be kind of young. You might want to go to the devil energy because it's more fun, right? Some of you past the age of 32 might go with the thing that's more stable, right? It makes sense, especially if you have Mars sitting in your 1st, 5th, 8th, 12th, and you're over the age of 32, you will be going with the stable option. Now, if some of you have Mars in those same houses and you are under age 32, you might go for the crazy option, the devil. The thing is, though, is that I feel like those energies are starting to balance out. Oh, and if the devil, if you happen to know their birth chart, if they have 5, 8, 12 first Mars, and you guys are very compatible. Because you guys both have Mongol. So I would check that out. But if you don't, who cares? I feel like you should just go with what makes you happy and live life in the moment. And the back of the card here kind of writes about, harmony with cycles. As you grow older, you start to forget your old soul. You get far away. You start a different life now. So some of you might be switching back, starting a new life with the stable thing, and some of you starting the life with the unstable thing. This is such a Gemini read. We get 2 little options in here, but everyone's different. Obviously, it's a general read. Not all Gemini rising, Gemini moon people are going to make the same decision. Oh, and by the way, I don't do Gemini sun. So if you're Gemini sun and this isn't resonating with you, that's probably a hint to go check your moon sign or your rising. Anyways, that's all I got for you, Gemini. Congratulations. It looks like you got a little decision to make here. And whatever you do, I feel like you're protected because of this Knight of Swords. So don't worry about it. Take it easy. Bye.